Sometimes I do dumb things, and this is one of them. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going car shopping. This is gonna be fun. Let's go. All right, so we're not actually going car shopping. Well, we're going to buy a car. We're going to buy, I hate to say it, because we kind of shat on it in the last video. You know, I was talking about this is what my wife's boyfriend drives. We're buying an e36. Gonna be okay. It just makes sense. You just have to buy it. It is a very clean one though. It's not a rice rocket.
You said you're gonna try to drive it?
Oh yeah.
You can't drive it.
It runs, right?
No, I told you the push rod fell out.
Bring it a trailer. Oh, I don't need a clutch pedal, but it runs though, right?
Yeah, let's run over.
Oh, okay. Good.
I gotta see.
I'm gonna make it all the way home without touching the clutch.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
$5 you want.
It's gonna float it all the way home.
Yeah, as long as I don't stop. That's the kicker. So like if a red light, we have a map, so there's like the least amount of red lights possible. But as long as if it is red, I'm just gonna have to go with like idle up in first gear until it turns green. But that's the plan.
That's gonna be sketchball, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Does this have a clutch? Like, will this let you start it with the clutch out? Okay. I guess you know how to push it in. Yeah, worst case.
Well, I thought you were bringing a trailer, so bring a trailer. Keychain.
Sweet. Is this factory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, factory keyless. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Very 90s.
That noise is the best. All books and records are new. No, there's already Bojangles in the car, Jack.
Oh, sweet.
I'm serious.
Oh, so what happened? So it worked for a while, and then
I drove it to Mooresville to Cars and Coffee, and on the way back, it was just getting stuck to the floor like the slave was going out again. And I called my buddy, and he was like, "Yeah, there's just a lot of air in the system. We didn't completely bleed it. When you get home, rebleed it." So I went under to rebleed it, pumped the pedal a couple of times, bled it for a little while, and then I let it gravity bleed to get any extra air out. And I pumped the pedal one time, and I just hear clink.
oh shit.
And I lost all the pressure.
Okay, yeah, I bet it's got to be a bent fork or something.
You're really gonna drive it home?
I've gotten pretty good at flipping gears. I used to have a diesel truck.
What? I mean, I gotta see this.
But yeah, it's gonna be good. God, the E36 already broke. No. We are trying to fish out a piece that broke off in the transmission. Sometimes I do dumb things, and this is one of them. Well, sweet, and if I ever need parts for it, I know where to come, right? Yeah. He does a lot of dumb things, actually, so.
Are you gonna push it down the driveway?
Yeah, once I get it rolling, I can put it in reverse, I think, and then...
Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
Yeah.
I don't want to wreck it on the first foot.
That's the worst when you crash into your own car. It's just like double hurt. That's how to do it. All right. All right, I got reverse. Woo. There we go. Now go off. Just needs a little push. Just get her down. Thank you. Oh. All right. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. driving. This is good. This is good. Never driven one of these. Fifth gear. I can hear the pin. I can hear the pin. So to explain this simply, you don't really need a clutch pedal to shift gears if the RPM and the speed are exactly where they should be for that gear to slide in, and you can slide it right in. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just floating gears essentially. So like to downshift, I gently pull it out of gear, slowly right where it needs to be, and it goes right in. Downshifting's harder than upshift because the upshift you kind of wait as the RPMs fall and click it right in gear. The problem is when you do have to have a clutch is to stop the car and get it going again. So basically this whole ride home, my goal is to not stop the car. So we may have run a few stop signs, but that's not the end of the world. This is going to be a matter of luck if I can catch everything. We have a route picked out that'll mitigate the red lights, but there's still going to be a few. So worst comes to worst is you put it in gear and then start the car, and the starter will actually push the car forward and start it, and you can go. It's not great for the starter, but if it came to that. All right, I've got another merge. So I just bought this e36. I bought it for pretty cheap compared to what it's really worth because it is broken, even though we're driving it. The clutch pedal goes to the floor because the slave cylinder, they replaced it like twice and it kept failing, and I think what's happened is the clutch fork is bent. So basically I need to remove the transmission to fix it, and that's a labor-intensive job, but that's something I can do in my free time. So it made sense for me to buy it, and it's cool, it's red, it's a four-door just like the E30, so it just made sense.
All right, guys, we just drove. That was a 30-minute drive. We did the entire drive without using a clutch pedal. So like we went the whole way without coming to a complete stop, because you can shift gears without a clutch, but you can't start and stop without a clutch. So I went the whole way while rolling. So like when there would be a red light, I would just slowly creep up to it in first gear until it would turn green. It was perfect. But the car is sick. All original paint, not even peeling or anything. The door cards are still on it. Like the interior is nice. The paint is perfect. It's a Southern car, so there's no rust on it. This is like one of the nicer E36s I've ever seen. And it's a red four-door, and the E30 is a red four-door, so that just made sense. But she's on lowering springs already. It's got a fresh cooling system. It has a brand new clutch in it. I mean, it's honestly too, so like we've said we want to get an E36 for the channel to like make a drift car, but this thing's too nice. This car's too clean. I want a ratty one for a drift car. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It was too good of a deal to turn down, and I've always wanted one, and it's a red four-door. But first thing, we gotta drop the trans. We have to fix the clutch issue. We do have to take the trans off. So the issue with the clutch is, at least I think, it's all speculation. It keeps blowing slave cylinders. So the slave cylinder is what's on the clutch that actuates it with hydraulic fluid that comes from the pedal. And the slave cylinder, they keep popping them. And I think it's because the lever inside of the transmission is bent, and so it's making the slave cylinder overextend, and it blows it out, so all the fluid leaks out. So it probably needs a new shift fork. Why it bent, I don't know. That kind of concerns me because they don't really break or anything, but we'll see. As you can see, we got a nice little BMW parking lot going here. It's honestly getting kind of out of control. We got to do something with these cars. But I mean, we just saved like several $100 for a tow truck and my time by being able to float the gears. So that was awesome. Stay tuned, see what we do with it next. We're gonna fix it first, and then we'll probably have some fun with it. So we'll see you guys next time.